Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of the Call of Duty Weekly Reload. Essentially what this is a weekly news series where we go over everything new to Call of Duty that week, what is coming, what is in the future, what are all of the leaks, and everything in between. And with this, we generally look at the distant future, what is coming, what has been leaked in that week, especially this time of year when the next Call of Duty 2021 leaks are going crazy. We've got some of that this week. On top of that, we have everything coming to Black Ops Cold War and Warzone this week, and I'm going to start off by saying it's pretty lackluster, and I think that's because of the July 4th, the long weekend. There's a bit of a shorter work week, so because of that, we're kind of getting smaller updates. But we also have the zombies teasers that we've received over the past week, so we're going to dive into those as well. But all in all, just a wrap up of everything that's happened over the past week and everything that we know is coming in the near future. So without further ado, let's dive into everything coming into Black Ops Cold War this week, and then we'll hop into Call of Duty World War II Vanguard or Call of Duty 2021, whatever you want to call it. So starting off with Black Ops Cold War, this is really straightforward, so we should be able to breeze past this pretty quickly. But first off, we have a new Gunfight Tournament coming this week. With this, you will get new rewards upon completing it if you win it. The nice thing about this, and we talked about this last week with last week's update, is if you don't complete it in time, you can go back and complete the older ones. You just have to win a few times to get all of the rewards. The other thing coming out this week is Blueprint Ammo Gun Game. So this is the blueprints that are in the store. You can use them, and they all have different types of tracer rounds, things along those lines, just so that the game can show them off. Maybe you want to buy them, that kind of thing. After this, we also have Face Off 6v6 and 12v12 Mosh Pit coming as playlists. And then the other thing that they mentioned is Rush and Capture the Flag are coming in the July's mid-season update. So the real quick thing that I want to go over with this is the first we've heard them really start to discuss the mid-season update. Other than the Mortar Toten, the new zombies map, we don't have a huge bunch of information as to what is actually going to happen with that mid-season update. What is coming aside from these two playlists, which are Rush and Capture the Flag. So with this, it kind of gives us the idea that this mid-season update is either going to be happening next week, or in my opinion, more likely the week after that. It'll be happening in the middle of the week, the Wednesday, Thursday kind of update. And of course, as we get more information, probably going into next week is when I will keep you guys updated on that. Aside from that, we have our different store items coming this week. First of all, we have the Gilded Age 5. As you can see, this is kind of like the golded out weapons. This is the fifth one. Obviously, it's a reactive camo, as you can see here. Nothing too special. My personal favorite is called the Workout Plan, kind of going with that 80s workout vibe. And as far as this goes, it has some legendary blueprints and a Port Nova skin. So if you're a Port Nova fan, I think you're really gonna like this one. And then the last one, I thought this actually already came out. Maybe I'm wrong here, but this is the Road Mongrel Tracer Pack. It might have been actually previewed in a future week, but never actually came out. But this is the third one that they are previewing for this week. So moving into the Mortar Toten leaks or teasers, whatever you want to call them, they've been kind of coming out over the past week or so. The first one that we have that came out today is the CRBRS, or the Conversion Ready Binary Repeater Standard. And as you can see with the blueprint here, there's kind of different versions of the weapon. I'm not sure how that's going to work on the map, how you unlock the different versions. It might be kind of similar to what we saw with the first zombies map, but we'll have to wait and see, and we'll have to wait to see how this has to deal with the Easter egg as well. The second thing that we have here, speaking of Easter eggs, is this kind of thing. And as you can see at the bottom there, it says that this thing temporarily opens a portal to the dark ether using technology developed from blank. So it's going to be interesting to see how this works. Once again, involving the dark ether with the map. We've seen that at pretty much every other time before with all of the other zombies map, tying them together, but it's going to be interesting to see how the story works with that as well. After this, on the weekend, they tweeted out Mulekick. So Mulekick is making a return with the new map. So this is just another perk cola that you will be able to receive on the map. Assumably, it will also be on the older maps as well, but you'll have to buy it from the perk machine where you buy all of the different perks. They won't probably not put in just one new perk machine. We'll have to wait and see, but that's my best guess. So that's all we really know as of right now. I'm guessing over the next week or so is when we'll start to receive the teasers for the Season 4 Reloaded update. Basically start to see more of the playlist, the weapons, everything like that coming out over that term. And of course, the main focus there will be on the Mortar Toten map. So my guess is late next week, we'll probably receive a trailer. And then the week after that is when we'll get the update. But like I said, stay tuned to the channel. I will keep you updated on that. The last thing that we have for Black Ops Cold War and Warzone is that this weekend is going to be a double battle pass tier weekend. So if you're looking to rank up your battle pass, make sure you play some this weekend. So let's finish off with some Call of Duty 2021 news. So as far as this goes, still no actual announcement of the game. I basically say this every time we talk about it. Currently, the rumor is that it will be called Call of Duty World War II Vanguard. It'll be coming out in Q4, probably sometime in November, a few weeks after the launch of the new Battlefield game. Pretty straightforward. Now, what we have received this week isn't with Warzone. We've already talked about that in the past with the new map and the new map locations in Warzone and where that will take place in the kind of Pacific theater. This is actually having to do with multiplayer. So there's basically two maps that have currently been leaked for the multiplayer. The first of which makes a lot of sense, which is Docks from Call of Duty World War II. It was a favorite map of mine and other people who played the game, and the rumor is that it'll be coming back with some minor changes. The other one, which in my opinion is a whole lot more interesting, is Terminal. Now, why is this as interesting as I'm saying? For a couple of reasons. First of all, Terminal is a fantastic map. I love it whenever they do a remake of it. It's one of my favorite maps of all time, and I think that is the same for a lot of people. But why it's so interesting is because Sledgehammer is making Call of Duty 2021 or Call of Duty World War II Vanguard, and Terminal is not a Sledgehammer map. Now, we have seen this before with Sledgehammer bringing in maps from other games and recreating them, and this will be similar, of course, with the World War II theme. The Terminal is obviously going to be very, very different and old school, if you will. But the interesting thing about this is where this leaves us for the rest of the game, because if they're bringing back a non-Sledgehammer map, they can bring back other non-Sledgehammer things as well. That could be as far from weapons or other things to do with zombies, or they could even go as far as things like characters. Now, I've talked about this before, but you may not remember it. In Call of Duty 1 and 2, there was a character called Captain Price. Now, we've talked about this before, whether Price is a time traveler, it's his grandpappy. We don't really know, but I have theories on that on the channel. If you want to check out those videos, I'll link them after the video or whatever. But it is possible that they do work the timeline of Call of Duty World War II Vanguard into the timeline of Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War and Modern Warfare. In fact, I would go as far as to say it's incredibly likely that they do that, because what they are doing with Black Ops Cold War and Modern Warfare is creating this timeline to have this story of Warzone actually make a lot of sense. And I've talked about that in several different videos, that overall story between the two games. But with this, it's going to bring us back even further into World War II and create an even longer timeline that, of course, once we find out more about it, we're going to have to wait to see what happens. But what's interesting to me is the potential for some of those characters from the older Call of Duty games, literally Call of Duty 1 and 2, and I guess even 3, to come and make a return in this game. Now, is that going to happen for sure? No, this is pure speculation. Even the Terminal leak, I think, is pure speculation. But it brings us some interesting details that I thought you guys would find interesting. So essentially, that is all of the information that we got this week on Call of Duty World War II or Call of Duty 2021. It's been slow. We should get some more updates over the next week or so with the Season 4 Reloaded. And then I would guess shortly after that, whether that be going into Season 5 or between Season 4 Reloaded and Season 5, is when we'll start to see a little bit more with World War II Vanguard. And like I said before, as we get updated, I will keep you guys updated. So make sure you're subscribed, have notifications turned on. If you enjoyed the video, always appreciate it if you hit that like button and let me know what you think down in the comments. Like I said, slow week. Let me know what you think. Thank you so much for watching. And until next time, peace out.
We are reaching for the stars, but we're making this to us.